Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Title आपने देख ही लिया है. We are going to talk about how to get a higher incremented salary. Mostly हम लोग ये बात करते हैं कि जब कोई एक नई opportunity लेनी है तो then कैसे salary negotiation करनी चाहिए या तब higher compensation कैसे मिले. But we rarely talk about how to get an incremented salary within the same organization. So let's not delay further and jump into the video. Recently, a lot of companies have either started or ended the incremental process. Now, to my surprise or to be surprised or the experience that I have कि जब भी ये process खत्म होता है कोई भी खुश नहीं होता है, ना एचआर खुश होता है, ना एम्प्लॉयर खुश होता है और एम्प्लॉय तो डेफिनेटली खुश नहीं होता. क्यों? क्योंकि उसने सोचा था कि उसको 25% का हाइक मिलेगा या 50% का हाइक मिलेगा या उसकी सैलरी डबल हो जाएगी, यानी कि 100% का हाइक मिलेगा. बट यूजुअली वो होता नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि expectations बहुत different होती हैं. So this is what we are going to talk about in this video, and the video is divided into two sections. The first section is that how can you actually influence your salary on immediate basis, and second is that how can you actually derive or create a long-term plan for your incremented salary. So let's begin with the first section, which is that how to prepare yourself for increments and how to influence your own appraisal immediately. First, self-appraisal. When you are doing your self-appraisal, please do not say that you have done this and what you did, and do not just write what you have done in last 12 months. क्योंकि आपके एम्प्लॉयर को ये पता है already and they have hired you for that job only. And you cannot repeat that task and ask for more increment because you're already getting paid for what you were hired for. If you really need to get or influence your own appraisal, then you will have to be very specific in telling what you have done different, and with that different work, what has company achieved. So focus, plan and convey that what is that achievement. If you want your appraisal or increments to stand out, so you will have to stand out in your work as well. Second, industry-wide compensation. Now there is already a video that I have spoken about, I will link it up here, where I have mentioned that how should you be doing your research and what should be the criteria to do your research. But here I want to tell you is, or probably repeat the same thing, which is that do your research about your level, about the function, about the industry that you are working for. Now research करते वक्त ये नहीं बोलना है कि मेरे फ्रेंड को तो 20 लाख मिल रहे हैं और मुझे सिर्फ 12 लाख क्यों मिल रहे हैं, मुझे ज़्यादा क्यों नहीं मिल रहे या मुझे 20 लाख क्यों नहीं मिल रहे. बिलीव मी, मैंने अपने एक्सपीरियंस में, अपने टेन्योर में ये हज़ारों बारों नहीं लाखों बारी सुना है फ्रॉम पीपल सेइंग दैट उसको तो इतने मिल रहे हैं, मुझको क्यों नहीं मिल रहे हैं. भाई उसको मिल रहे हैं क्योंकि वो दूसरी कंपनी में काम करता है, उसके सर्कमस्टेंसेस कुछ और हो सकते हैं, उसका काम कुछ और हो सकता है, उसकी कंपनी का थ्रेशहोल्ड कुछ और हो सकता है, उसका प्रोजेक्ट कुछ और हो सकता है, उसका क्लाइंट इंटरनेशनल हो सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है रीज़न. बट सिर्फ एक डेटा पॉइंट के बेसिस पे आप अपने एम्प्लॉयर के पास नहीं जा सकते और उसको ये नहीं बोल सकते कि हाँ उसको तो मिल रहा है तो उसको तो मिल रहा है तो मुझे भी मिलना है. एम्प्लॉयर बोलेगा उसी की कंपनी में चला जा. Well, if you don't want to hear that, you should definitely make sure that the data points that you have are not bizarre in explanation and you've done your full research. The research that you can or you should do is for the average pay packages at the level, industry and function that you're working at. Now बहुत सारी वेबसाइट्स हैं जिसमें आप ये जाके चेक कर सकते हो, like Naukri, Glassdoor, Indeed, Monster. Consider all the data points, not only good but bad also, because this will give you an average pay कि on an average आपकी इंडस्ट्री में, आपके लेवल पे, आपके फंक्शन पे कितने लोगों को कितना पे मिल रहा है. The employer will only be appreciative when you have done your research properly and you are challenging them in the right spirit. Third, appraisal process. Now be very specific and be very careful in understanding the appraisal process. Make sure that you know what is the input, what is the process, and the most important metric of the outcome. Definitely go and check it out with your HR. अगर आप HR से बात नहीं कर पा रहे हो, so you should go and talk to your employees who have undergone this process multiple times, क्योंकि वो इस process को जीत चुके हैं, झेल चुके हैं, समझ चुके हैं. Take a deep dive into the policy and make sure that you know that what is the appraisal process, so that you know what is the outcome going to be. Well, these are the things that can help you influence your appraisal or your increments in your immediate times. But let's move on to the second section, which is about long-term strategy. If you do not want to be complacent, then this is going to be the deal for you. Let's begin with the first one and the most important one, upskilling. Well, the world is changing so fast that if you're not keeping a pace to it, you will be a mediocre. Believe me, पैसा कमाने के लिए upskill करना बहुत 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 ज़रूरी होता है. So even when you know you are efficient, you need to upskill yourself too. And when that happens, you will not only be irreplaceable, but unbeatable as well. Second, taking more responsibilities. Now ये employer के point of view से ज़्यादा important है, क्योंकि they are always on the hunt of people who can take more responsibilities by doing the best work in the best possible manner. Responsibility here is not about having a team or more project. What it means is that you know that whatever you do will help company grow, and if you do this, you will never be ignored by your employer. Third, the tricky one, be approachable and likable. Now, what does it actually mean to be approachable and likable? The first thing is that it does not mean you to be a yes person. Do the work to the best of your capabilities and capacity. You're always respectful to all the people of all the level, of all the caste, of all the color, of all the creed, and even gender. You're not complaining all the time, because negative people are definitely not an asset to an organization. Well, these are the things that if combined together can give you best results, not only now but for future as well, and it is going to be very good for your career too. Now believe me, this is from my own experience that I am talking to you, because in my last couple of corporate years, this is what I have been following, and I have been very successful in getting the best increments of my life. I have always been reading one thing, which is that focus on your skills and money will follow. If you still have more questions, please feel free to put that in the comment section below, and I'll be glad to reply you on that. I wish you all the best for your appraisals. अगर हो गए हैं तो बुरा मत मानो, क्योंकि next year भी होंगे, and these are the tips that you can use to improve your increments for next year. और अगर नहीं हुए हैं तो भी all the best, because I think we all definitely need that. Now, if you're still around and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. And also, I have started to write the newsletter. The link to the newsletter is given in the description box below. Please go and check it out. Now, this is it for today, guys. I will see you super soon in my next video. Until then, please take care of yourself. I love you all so much. Bye-bye.